DaShaun just talked about a disgusting feeling from last year, the defense.
Yeah.
And you guys, when you look at your statistical rankings through the regular season, 12 games, plus, you go into the 9-game Big 12 conference, you guys are number one in the conference. Total defense, number one in pass defense. Yeah. So coming off that disgusting feeling with a new defensive coordinator and now 12 months into this thing, you guys are number one in the conference. What does that say about buying in, sticking to the process, trusting Coach Grinch, whatever?
Yeah, I think it just says a lot about everybody buying in. We just have to get rid of the old mindset of the defense, adapt to Coach Grinch mindset. So it was just buying into what he was preaching and what he was saying. And then once the game started rolling along and we started seeing success on the field, I feel like everybody kind of bought in, like, okay, this does work. Like, everything he preaches, it works. Like, tell us keep fighting no matter what the score is. We came back and won a big game for the team. Takeaways equals victory. We beat Iowa State on the last-second interception. So it's just like the things he preached, we just buy into him.
Kenneth said that was not an overnight process. He said it took time to completely buy into what the new coach was saying. He said he trusted Coach Riley to bring in whoever it was to fix it. Maybe from a player's perspective, tell us about how, you guys are away, you're coming out of the movies or something, and you're talking about something Coach Grinch said. Man, you believe he said that? Do you think he can really do that? You know what I mean? Is there any of those moments where you doubt it, maybe that it's not going to happen?
I really want to say doubt at all. It was just, I can't really say I had like a moment of doubt about anything he told us. I'm really like a firm believer. Out physical in your opponent, out hustling your opponent. Like, I just believe in everything he preached. So I want to say it was never a moment of doubt.
Okay. How soon did it happen for you then?
I'll probably say it clicked for me midway through the spring. I had to get out of some of my old habits, hustling every play. It's a big thing, so you're not just going to wake up and be a new football player overnight. So it just took me I'd say midway through spring to adjust to his ways.
You said you get rid of the old habits earlier. Is that one of them? Is not hustling? Are there others that you can identify too that needed to change?
I'd probably say the biggest thing is not running to the football. Last year, I probably would say we would have like a big standard for that, running to the ball. Like, this year, it's all we do is preach and practice. If one guy not running to the ball, we start the whole play over. So, you got to hustle around. It ain't no slow guys on the field. It's BD.
Ronnie, do you have any is there any way to explain why you guys have been so good after halftime the last few games?
I wouldn't say like it's a special potion or nothing. I just feel like we go in, make our adjustments, come out and execute real good. So I wouldn't say like we get some special rah-rah speech or nothing. It's just Coach Grinch come in and preach the same thing he preached before the game started.
But are you guys pretty aware of that though? That you're doing better, like to close games out? I mean,
I've been saying it on Twitter. We've been closing the games out real good, but it's also we need to play a full football game. So hopefully we can make our second half performance, we could pull that in the first half too, to put a full game together.
What goes into those last play interceptions and fumbles and stuff like that? Those last play turnovers, takeaways that you guys are getting? And there's a lot of tension at that point in the game.
Yeah, I'd probably just say like resiliency. Like we fight through the adversity. Just not giving up. And I feel like last year in a couple of those moments, we probably would have got down on ourselves as a defense. But this year, we just keep fighting no matter what and believing in what Coach Grant said at the end of the day.
What was your reaction last year to Trey's the safety?
Texas. Oh yeah, that was crazy. But I'll probably say my favorite part about that, man, was the celebration and the way our sideline reacted to it. It was probably like a big momentum swinger. I feel like they kind of quit after that happened. I saw some of the players on their team getting down, so I just felt like that was probably our big breakthrough with that game that we were waiting for.
Did you watch Ruffin's reaction? Did you ever ask him why he had zero reaction to that?
I did it. I knew that's just Coach Ruff. Coach Ruff not gonna be jumping out his seat about a play. He been in this game for a long time, so he used to seeing big plays. It's not new to him.
When that call came in, did you have a feeling it might work?
To be honest, I didn't have a real good feeling about it. I'm like, damn, we sitting in the corner blitz on the 9-yard line. Oh shit. But it turned out real good. Trey came free. The tackle stayed on me. So once I felt the tackle still blocking me, I said, oh shit. Trey might come free, and that's what happened. So, but yeah, I had a kind of funny feeling about the call, but it worked out perfect for us.
Since, it was just mental mistakes that we were making. It's not like, they were doing anything special. We just, weren't doing our job, and, it bit us in the butt, so.
So sorry, one more thing. So was that significantly different from some of the other times that y'all have been down over these last couple of years?
I don't know. I wouldn't say everything, but I can just really talk about that game. We weren't really doing our assignments, and, you can see, why we're down so much.
The competition between you and David, obviously you guys fought for that second spot, and John Michael Terry won it. But you guys have seemed to become quite the duo the last several games, both of y'all making big plays and big moments. What is that? Can you kind of talk about the competition between you two, and I guess the friendship as well?
Yeah, I wouldn't consider it a competition. We were, me and David always push ourselves during practice. Ever since summer workouts when he came in, we all pushed ourselves, including John. So, it's really more of a just, we want everybody that gets in the game, we want to see them do good, so we always push each other in practice.
What kind of specific growth have you seen from him in the last few weeks since John Michael went down?
Yeah, David has grown tremendously since, the summer. Before he was just a guy that, just wanted to be in the right position, just, to stay on the field. But now you can see, he gets to his gap and he's trying to make a play every time. So, I got to credit him for that. He's grown a lot since, when he first came.
Does he ever, come to you and say, hey, what did you see here? Or do you all go back to each other?
Yeah, we always talk about plays. And, John, even when he's available, when he's around us, he'll tell us what we're doing, what we got to do better. So, we're always helping each other out. Has
he been a pretty good help with y'all?
Oh, yeah. John's been tremendous help. He's probably one of the most intelligent people on the team. So he knows the defense in and out. So, if we're doing anything wrong, he'll definitely let us know about it.
How often has he been around since he got hurt?
During the week, he'll try and be around as much as he can because he has to do rehab. But, for the most part, he's around.
Grinch, since he's been here in January, has been preaching this mentality, this culture. And it seems like you guys are really starting to hit your stride here, hit at the end of the year. How good is that to see that all that work and everything that you guys put into it's really starting to come to fruition?
It's a good feeling. We put in a lot of work just with the adjustment. Probably the hardest thing in me is just adjusting to a whole new, coach, and just I think it was a perfect man for the job sort of thing. So, it was pretty hard, but I think we all attacked it. Last year we always wanted to be a lot better. We knew we had talent. We knew our ceiling. That wasn't our ceiling, and so I think this isn't our ceiling either. But I think this as a first step is,
Did it take a while for you guys to buy in to what he was selling, or do you think it was an immediate thing?
No, it was an immediate thing. I like to think of it a little bit as we were like a lost bunch, of really talented players. We wanted to be really good, but we just needed someone to take us. And as soon as he came in, I felt like we all trusted him pretty quick. Because he didn't bull crap around. He was really straightforward. And then he had the track record, so it was one of those things we can buy in or we can keep BSing and put out the same product. So.
Kenneth said today it was not an overnight process. What goes into that then? If because you guys spend a lot of time by yourselves or with each other, away from the coaches.
Most definitely.
They're not talking to you, and you guys are talking to each other. And you're maybe saying, "Hey, man, you believe what he said today?" You know what I mean? A totally different message from a totally different coach.
Yeah. You're talking about at the
like in the off season, they're trying to get you. Okay, this is the way we're going to play defense this year, and you guys get together, and it's like,
yeah. It was one of those things. It was just I remember talking about it, just what else do we got? Like I said, we didn't. There was just such a disgusted feeling, with the way we played last year. It was like we were itching, whoever's going to take us to where we want to be, please bring him in here, and we'll be waiting for him, ready to work.
I make mistakes, I do decent, I do okay, but I'm just playing, what my coaches tell me to do.
Was that the forced turnover in the first quarter,
Yes,
the one that you held up and then Parnell knocked it out? Is
Yes, sir.
that about as picture perfect as it can go as far as what Coach Grinch has been preaching around here?
Yes, sir. It's a force cap principle. It's screen location. Identified it was a screen. We made sure we went outside in on both sides. And Piedmont made a mature play.
Speaking on Parnell, he talked earlier in the year about how he had a really strong start and he's done it in the past, but kind of slipped towards the end of the year. But he's playing as well as he's played ever in recent weeks.
Yeah.
Have you sort of seen that focus from him to sort of maintain a consistent elite level of play?
Really, it's the entire group. Really, we're making sure that we keep the main thing the main thing. We're maintaining focus on the things that actually matter. We're keeping a level focus of tunnel vision. So,
what goes into keeping that focus? Like, what are kind of some of the specific things you guys do to that?
we don't go away from the fundamentals. Our indie periods look identical every day since spring ball. We make sure we strip at the ball every play that we possibly can. We get our hands on any ball that's up in the air, and Coach Grinch emphasizes it so much in practice. We make sure we continue to do it. Yes, sir.
Bookie, when you guys spend the entire offseason harping on 129, 129,
Yes, sir.
129,
Yes, sir.
regular season gets over and you guys look in the Big 12 rankings. I know there's still games to go, but
Yes, sir.
you look in the Big 12 rankings and you guys are number one in the Big 12 conference
Yes, sir.
in pass defense.
Yes, sir.
What does that do for you?
It's exciting, but like you said, that there's more games to be played. So I feel as if looking at that right now would be jumping the gun a little bit. So I want to make sure that when we do look at that type of statistical standpoint, that our season will be complete by the time we look at that.
Is it more just reinforcement of what you have been buying into to this point? The message from the coach and the new coaches, techniques and ways of getting you guys the best out of you guys?
Yes, sir. It's just buying in to Coach Grinch's, his philosophy, our defense together. We came together and we made it our defense. We're having fun doing it.
I asked Kenneth today about buying in. Are you surprised
My surprise.
that the buy-in happened so quickly and so thoroughly?
You can say that, but at the same time, no, sir, because I know the impact that last year had on everybody. So in the spring, we all had a chance to step back and reflect on it, and we made sure that we took an emphasis going into fall camp and the season that we were going to buy in. We made a conscious decision at what we were going to do, and we were going to get it done.
You feel like the type of turnaround that you guys have had here has been recognized nationally, or does it even matter to you?
It does not matter at all. The only opinions that really account to this room are the people that are in this room.
Does it feel like you guys are in it, though, just as far as college football playoff, everything that goes into that, where you want to be, I guess?
I'm just focused on Baylor, sir.
Appreciate it, Boogie.
No problem.
When you look at the last three games, you had Parnell's interception against Iowa State, yours against TCU, Parnell's against Oklahoma State. You ended each game on a turnover. Is there anything in particular about the end of games? Does that create a sense of urgency to get those turnovers, or is that just kind of a coincidence?
And you miss Baylor as well. Nik Bonitto as well.
That's my bad.
I wouldn't. It's just basically about just finishing. Finishing is a big deal around here, and we feel as if once we start fast and we finish strong, and that's been something that my brother has preached to me since I can remember. So that's something that this university, this program has already had built in. So me just coming in was just like a thing that I've already done before in my lifetime.